Join the Discord.
Hello everybody, I am Kaiju Cooper, and today we are taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Dragon Megatron. So here he is, and he is a bit mistransformed. Sorry about that. And I just gotta say, right now, this is one of the best Transformers figures I own. It's amazing, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. I cannot put into words how much I love this thing. If you could marry an inanimate object, I would marry it, except that would be gay, but there's nothing wrong with being gay, and I'm on a tangent. But first, let's take a look at the packaging. Here is the beautiful box, and it doesn't really fit in the frame, so there it is. Size it up a little bit, and you get some beautiful artwork of Dragon Megatron in his robot mode. And if we actually turn the box over and look at that little thing right there, Transmetal to Megatron, you may notice that that is a Transformers Prime Predacon symbol. As a Beast Wars fan, I am deeply offended. Oh boy. Fell right over. Camera was offended too. You get some nice artwork of Megatron in his beautiful dragon mode right there. Turn to the side of the box, you get both of their heads here. Turn to the back of the box, you get some product shots, and there is the QR code if you want to look at the tech specs for Megatron. Great looking figure. Top of the box, just the Legacy logo, and the bottom is legal information, blah blah blah. And that is it for the box. And now taking a look at the glorious, beautiful figure itself, starting off in the robot mode. Wow, I just love it so much. I mean, first of all, the mechanical detailing here is just on point. It is everywhere. Even on the legs, they did a great job with all these panels and little just greebly bits. I think that's what they're called. Not only that, but you get some nice asymmetry here. You see with both of the kneecaps, and even on the feet, they have different mechanical detailing. Wow, pretty cool. Get some nice paneling on the thighs as well. And great looking chest here. I want to zero in on this for a second. You get this little rib cage here, which I'm gonna spoil the transformation a little bit. It's pretty genius because these are actually the dragon arms that they use those claws to make up the rib cage. If this will plug in. Yeah, and you get that beautiful, glossy, deep purple surrounding this translucent clear eyeball. And this, with the way they did it, it is almost always like lit up a little bit, which is really nice. You get some more scaly and mechanical detailing on this arm here. Sorry, I forgot to zoom out the camera. All over the arm here, on the hand, on the forearm, you get that nice, glossy purple again with those spikes picked out in a nice gold there. So yeah, these parts on the wings do move back and forth a little bit too much for my liking. Just kind of annoying. Also, it's kind of hard to get them to stay on the same 2 feet at all times. It's a bit weird. Now, I don't want to take too long of a look at the dragon head because we will get a even better look at it in the dragon mode. So yeah, there's a dragon head. You get a really nice mechanical shoulder pad here. They did a great job flaring it out and giving it some spikes. All the little paneling and mechanical details there look great. And now for the head sculpt. I've seen a lot of people complain about the head sculpt, but for a giant evil dragon man, I'd say it fits. Even for Megatron, Beast Wars Megatron, this does look like him. He just didn't really ever have that expression in the show. And it's not that big of a deal to me. I know it's reference to the toy, which I don't mind. I'd say they still did a really good job with it. So you get those nice scale details all over the sides of his head. And he's kind of in this weird helmet configuration. So yeah, not only that, but you get the actual ponytail made of a tail. You get that little pincer at the end. Did a great job with this. You get some more of that beautiful deep purple paint there. And you get individual joints so you can maneuver the tail all around. You also get a hinge joint at the back of the ponytail. Come into the head again. He looks very, very nice. You get gold paint on both of the whatever you call these, and some more gold paint on these sides of the cheeks. That looks really, really nice. You also get the shark tooth expression picked out with that little black line right there. So they did a really good job with that. And you get some nice purple eyes along with this translucent orange helmet piece. And that is pretty much it for the head sculpt. So, yeah. Moving on from that, let's get stuck into the articulation. Starting off with the head, you just get a swivel here, which is pretty disappointing, I'll be honest. It does help in the dragon mode, to be fair, and you do get a hinge and ball joints at the ponytail there, of course. But yeah, only a swivel. I thought it'd be better than that, but it's still fine. You get shoulder joint, nice ratchet, soft ratchet. You get some outwards and in movement. Bicep swivel right there on a mushroom peg, and a double jointed elbow. Moving that down, you do get bend at the wrist, sword wielding wrist. That is more for the transformation, but you can use that in posing if you want. And of course, the wings can splay out, but I want to save that more for the dragon mode. You also get these two movable membrane spike things on the wing tips. And coming down to the dragon arm, you get nice soft ratchet again. This could please plug in. Nice soft ratchet again. You get a hinge joint out and ball joints down each segment. Now you may notice that the range is a bit limited by this. Also, you get a hinge joint. Alright, the top ball joint is almost completely unlimited, and you get a hinge joint there. So more possibility, and you get mouth opening, obviously. You can take one of the panels out, and that does give you a much better bend, but it just does not look that good, so I'd say it wasn't worth it for that. You know, depends on the pose. If the pose leaves it to where the dragon neck is curled up so you don't see the missing panel, I guess it's fine. You do get nice clicky waist swivel right there. I like that a lot. You also get ratcheting hip joints. They can move out really nicely. Get thigh swivel, or upper knee swivel, I guess. Knee bend, it goes back really far. Get ankle pivot, can go about that far inwards, and way further outwards for some reason. Is this assembled wrong? Nope. And you also get some up and down there. So that is it for the articulation. This guy is incredibly poseable, and I think they did a great job with this guy. Absolutely amazing. And now for the size comparisons. Here he is with Kingdom Optimus Primal and Kingdom Megatron. You will see here he is much taller than his previous self. Sorry if the table keeps shaking. And he absolutely trumps Optimus Primal in size. I mean, wow, look at that height difference. I mean, these two together were already big size difference, but wow. Taking this guy out of here, you can see the two of them together still have a really, really big size difference. And, yeah, that is something. I didn't think modern leaders would get this big, but it seems that they have. And here he is with some other Legacy Beast Wars figures. As you can see, he is way taller than both of them, especially Tarantulas. I mean, Tarantulas literally only goes up to his hip. And he fell over. Leo Prime is not stacking up too well either. I think if you saw my Leo Prime review, you saw the difference in height already. So, yeah. And speaking of, if you haven't seen that Leo Prime review, check that out. And finally, the final size comparison. The only leader class figure I have that could stack up with this guy, because I don't have the Fallen yet. I think the Fallen might stack up. The only other leader I have that is as tall as Dragon Megatron is the Last Night leader class Megatron. Ooh-wee. Look at that. Actually, I think he's a little bit taller. Wow. Yeah, I mean, he is incredibly big. So, yeah, that is it for Leader Megatron. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to mention. Usually a figure of this size And, you know, of this paint, all this engineering and stuff, they really threw us a bone with this one, Hasbro did. He does come with a single accessory. You get a blast effect. This is more for the dragon mode because of the way the hole in the dragon mouth is arched. He can't really blast people with it. You know, it's like, it's very weird. It angles down because when he's in dragon mode, it makes more sense, but here it doesn't look that good. And he is supposed to hold it, I guess. He can do that. He can just hold it like a big flaming sword, more like a big flaming club. He just kind of holds it like that, and yeah, I mean, you can't really get any cool poses with it. He just holds it, and there's no weapon storage either, because it's a blast effect, so yeah, that is it. But it was nice of them to include really anything. They didn't have to. I mean, this figure's already enough already. So yeah, and with that, let's get into the beast mode. And after a joyously simple transformation, we are left with this absolute beast of a beast mode. See what I did there? Yeah. I didn't do anything there. I can't do anything right. What has my life come to? Making toy reviews on the internet. I need to focus on myself academically. What am I gonna do with my life? What am I doing? Putting that, whatever that was aside, this beast mode is absolutely incredible. Hasbro really outdid themselves with this. It's amazing. It's great. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. It is spectacular. And I am so glad this thing exists. Now, I'm trying to spread the wings all the way out here. If you can recall my Beast Wars Megatron video, which was posted a while ago, jeez. I said in that video that he had pretty much like the new standard for Beast Mode, one of the best Beast Modes ever, and nothing would be able to top it ever. Well, funnily enough, the same character has topped itself. Megatron has beat Megatron. I mean, this thing is awesome. Not only that, but the transformation for this guy was way simpler than on Kingdom Megatron. I mean, this thing is absolutely glorious and beautiful. Ah, look at him. All the beautiful scaling and panel lining, all the biomechanical detail still shines through here. Taking a second to zero in on this dragon head here, it looks absolutely fantastic. You get tons of great mechanical detailing here, along with the scales blended in with it. It's just beautiful. He's missing his front teeth, but that is so accurate. You also get these two little horns, I guess. It's great sculpting. You get golden paint for the teeth and eyes, and all with that, you get some beautiful alien-looking antlers. It fits for some reason. You get some ears. Everything is just chef's kiss. Mwah. Not only that, but the beautiful glossy purple paint really shines through on the wings here. And as you can see, Megatron legit has his head up his ass. Wow. Now, that head swivel does allow you to get some back and forth with the tail. I don't see how a ball joint couldn't have accomplished that, but they did it anyway. And of course, you do get good posability there. We'll go over articulation in a second. And of course, you get the beautiful translucent orange for the wings. More detailing is revealed here with the scales on the back. It is just perfect. You also get a new joint in the legs due to the scales, biomechanical detailing. Everything here is just, oh. And for the final detail I want to take a look at, that chest plate is beautiful. You get that nice, shiny metallic gold paint. That little translucent orange eye. I mean, another translucent little orange eye. You still get some of that beautiful purple paint bleeding through there. The rib cage is done nicely again, and you get a little scratch there. Ugh. It's all done very nicely. And now for articulation. I don't know why I cut that in 2 segments. All right, before articulation, actually, real quick. You get the fire effect here. It does just plug into the mouth. And it kind of looks pathetic in comparison to the absolute massive girth of the dragon mode. Anyway, you get a series of ball joints at the head, allowing it to pose very naturally, along with a swivel and hinge at the base of the neck. You also get a hinge at the very end of the neck there, and a hinge at the very end of the neck. Very slight hinge, but it is there. and a opening and closing mouth. You get swivel at each of the arms, can move out. You get an elbow joint, bicep swivel, and a hinge at the wrists. The wings can flap, and each of the individual membranes can slide in and out. You get ratchety, clicky hips, which move out very far. You get knees, thigh swivel, and then the added joint of that extra hinge right there. And then you get the same posability with the foot hinge, up and down. And then the tail, you get a swivel at the base, hinge joint, and then a ball joint, ball joint, ball joint, so you can get some nice tail poses with that. Finally, for size comparisons, I only want to bring in a couple characters here. Of course, I can't really have his neck stretch all the way out, but I didn't feel like transforming Megatron, but this Megatron does get shorter in his beast mode, and let me tell you, he would have trumped him even more if he was in T-Rex mode. I mean, Dragon Megatron is just too big. Pause. And Tarantulas also looks even more pathetic next to the big boy Megatron. And finally, the one that was slightly taller, we have Megatron from the last night leader class, and now he is a whole 2 heads taller. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, this dragon mode is very, very big. For my closing thoughts, I gotta say, put it simply, buy it. It's amazing, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. Don't wait for it to go on sale. If you can find it on sale, buy it even quicker. If you can see it, buy it. If you're in debt, buy it. Buy it, buy it, buy it. It is one of the best Transformers figures to come out ever. Not just in recent years, ever. I mean, this will size up with the Masterpiece figures. This is one of the best beast modes to ever be invented, and I don't think anything will ever be able to top this figure. Now, I said that with Beast Wars Megatron, so I'm hoping the curse works again. This thing is just gorgeous, to put it simply. There can't be a premium finish of it. It is at this price. It will stay at this price. It's perfect. 100% perfect. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's so good. So posable. So great looking. So big. Oh, it's perfect. So with that, I give this enormous, immaculate, impossibly amazing figure an 11 out of 10. Oh, I love it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I have to go to Spring Creek Barbecue to get some delicious barbecue, and I delayed my entire family because I wanted to make a video about this amazing figure. That's how much I love it. So with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.